Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are seeing this video. So, happy Sunday. I hope you had a wonderful service. I had a wonderful service in the presence of God. So, we are still on the book, Things I Wish I'd Known Before We Got Married by Gary Chapman. In my last video, I told us that according to Gary Chapman, he said romantic love are in two stages, and the second stage of romantic love is more important than the first stage. The second stage is you knowing your partner love language. And in chapter 3, he said you should not overlook the statement that says like father like son, or like mother like daughter. Now, so many of us, we go into a relationship, we don't ask about the parents. For example, you visit your woman in her house as a man, and you see that the mother is insulting the father. That should pass a message to you, because that daughter, we are not saying that the girl is going to be exactly like the mother, but there is every tendency, if things are not worked on, there is every tendency that this girl will grow up, get married, insulting the husband, because that is what she has grown to see, and that is what she has seen the mother doing to the father. So she might think it's normal. Even as a man, when you grow up in a home where your father always beats your mother, there is every tendency that you might end up beating your wife. Are you getting it? So what Gary Chapman tried to explain to us is that you should not overlook that statement. You shouldn't overlook that statement. So therefore, when you are in a relationship, try to ask where. And as you are growing up as a man, as a lady, try to ask your parents, daddy, why are you doing this thing that you are doing? Mommy, why are you doing this thing you are doing? So that when you grow up, you know how to work on them. Because if you don't work on them, there is every tendency that you will do that. If your father is a drunkard, you might grow up thinking drinking is normal. If your mother or your father is someone that while they are married, they still go outside to commit adultery, there is every tendency that you will still grow up to become like that. So what Gary Chapman tried to explain to us in that chapter 3 is that there is every tendency that your partner might be a photocopy of the parents. Your female partner might be a photocopy of the mother. A male partner might be a photocopy of the father. So if you are going into a relationship, one of the things you should do is that you ask about the parents of your partner. Ask what they are used to, why they are used to it. And as you are growing up as a child, as a man, as a woman, try to ask your parents, daddy, why are you doing this thing you are doing? Mommy, why are you doing this thing you are doing? That is one of the things. As a person, I grow up in a home where I have not seen my father lay hand on my mother. And as I grow up, I begin to have this mentality that I can't beat my wife. Why? I didn't see my father doing it. Are you getting it? But let's assume I grow up in a home where I see my father beating my mother always. So there could be a tendency that I may grow up with that mentality, thinking that hitting a woman is a normal thing. So when you see a man beating his wife, go and ask very well, how did the father behave to the mother? And as a lady, you shouldn't fail to do that also. And I pray that the Lord Almighty will help us so that the negative pattern or the negative behavior of our parents will not be part of us, in the name of Jesus. Once again, you can get the book Things I Wish I'd Known Before We Got Married by Gary Chapman. Get the book, read it, it will help you. All my explanation has been from this book. And also, you can get my book I've written, Single Ascension, to help you to prepare for your marital life. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Once again, happy Sunday. Enjoy yourself.